Go. Yep. See if anybody jumps on. Was on earlier and a bunch of people was jumping on. Just because we can go live. Just nice to talk to people. Let's see if anybody's going to jump on. There you go. Everybody's doing well tonight. About 10:30 Eastern. Sure, it's not as late on the West Coast. They're probably about 7:30 their time. Might get a few people jumping on. Get your notifications on. Or if YouTube decides to send them out. That's always a concern. 2 minutes into the stream. Don't see anybody noticing it yet. Everybody's going to bed for the night. They said, ECP, it's bedtime. We don't need to stay awake. I can always delete the stream if nobody jumps on. 2.5 minutes in. Let's see what we can play with this stuff. Look, we can change it to different auctions, different looks, normal. You can always make it like that or that. Go like that. That's funny. 3 people watching. ECP plays. Oh, there we go. There's the look. Need some music. That's all we need. Some little music now. We'll change up. Oh, there's the bubbles. There's somebody watching. Somebody hit the like. Somebody was in here and then popped in, popped out. Speak up. Speak up. There we go. Well, hello, blockchain. You watching me be goofy? Tiny bubbles. I'm just monkeying around. Just monkeying around. There's the live chat. I'm doing good. Blockchain, aka T-Bro. What are you into tonight? There's a third person just jumped on. We're watching the tiny bubbles. Let's see what that lets me do. Oh, there's a place for me to mute the microphone. That's making me dizzy. That's making me dizzy. You want to see it in blue with some spotlights? Say, stop it, you're making me dizzy. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Getting ready to hit the hay here in a little bit for the day's work tomorrow. Had a busy day today. Busy day the day before. Sure, I'll have my hands full tomorrow. Always do. I don't know if anybody's getting the notifications or everybody's hit the hay tonight. We had like 8 people on the last stream earlier, then I had to stop and go have dinner. My wife had fixed dinner, so we had to stop streaming. I just thought I'd chit-chat with a few people, see how everybody's doing. So, T-Bro, you at work, you at home? Or I should say blockchain. I can't call you by your old screen name. Ooh, my. Start yawning and make myself sleepy. Now make everybody else start yawning. There's another person jumping on there. 3 people on. Speak up in the chat. Smash the like button. See, they come in, they look, they say, there's nothing going on in here. And they drop right back out. Everybody's probably at work, probably on their phones. Popping in, popping out. Hello, hello. Number 3's on here. Somebody speak up in the chat. Say hello. Smash that like button and let's talk about something. Let's talk about honey. Let's talk about coins. Let's talk about bees. Let's talk about gold prospecting. We can talk anything you want to talk about. Any question you want to ask me. We'll just check in and see what's going on. 7 minutes into the stream. 3 people watching. Somebody's probably typing a question. There's 3 likes. 3 people watching. Just waiting for a comment or 2. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll probably be pulling Honey Supers again and probably right after 4th of July. I'm going to give it a couple more weeks. And that seems the bees are still pulling some stuff in. There's a 4th person in here. Might get a 4th like. Maybe we'll get some conversation going here. Speak up, don't be shy. I got a lot of people popping in and popping out tonight. Must not be channel watchers. How were the honey butter drizzle? Oh, they were awesome. I probably dredged them too much. I made the honey butter. Mrs. ECP was out of Land O'Lakes, so I had to go with the country crock. Mixed it with the butter heavily. Pasted it basically with a spoon all across all of the croissants. I had 2. I think Mrs. ECP had 1. I think little ECP had 2 or 3. They were engulfed. They were really good. I think I probably put too much on them. Mrs. ECP said, no, you didn't. I felt like I did, but she said, nope. They were just right, she said. They were good. That's definitely a very, very good table honey. We found out today, blockchain, that the people that had not ordered coins on the auction, myself and Mrs. ECP did not communicate well, and some of the honey orders didn't go out, so they went out this morning and tonight. So I found out, we finally went back through everybody's orders and found the ones we missed. I got a couple emails from people saying, where's my honey? I'm like, oh my God, you didn't get your honey? I thought the wife had packaged them all up. I put the labels on everything when I saw the names on the outside. But she packaged up everything from everybody that had won coins, but not people that had ordered just honey. The honey and coins went out for the most part, or a giveaway in honey or something like that. But she had a separate sheet that were just honey orders, and I think we missed 3 of them. And man, I felt bad. So all 3 of those people got extra honey when I shipped it out to them. For it being late, I sent them a bonus honey. But felt really bad. I may have to give those 3 guys free shipping or something next go around. I think that's what I'll probably do. Tell the next 3 of them, hey, you got free shipping. You know, I think that would make some sense. We aim to please. So how have you had your honey so far, Blockchain? What have you had it on besides the PB&J or the peanut butter sandwiches, peanut butter and honey sandwiches? Excuse me, I need a cough button. There is a mute button here. 4 people watching. So 5 people watching. Oh, the gang's all here. The notifications must be going out 10 minutes into the stream. Feel free to chit-chat in the chat. Ask any questions you want. Smash that like button if you don't mind. You're shipping so fast. It's probably about the same as most. Well, I felt really bad, and I shipped them out priority mail, all 3 of them. I just felt like a heel, literally. All 3 of them went out priority mail. 2-3 days, to get to them. So hopefully they'll have it by Saturday, so they can have their honey with their biscuits on the weekend, right? So hopefully they'll get them Friday or Saturday and have honey for the weekend. That's my hope. I need a cough drop. My allergies are bothering me. I don't got the Cove Crudvid or anything. Anybody else in there speaking up? That's my voice is starting to crack. I can take my allergy medicine. We usually try and ship the next morning. The only time we usually don't ship some of them is that we haven't gotten payment. If we haven't gotten payment, then we kind of pump the brakes, because now if it's somebody we know like you or something, we don't worry about it. It's like, listen, that person's been buying stuff forever. We're not worried about them, It might jump up and bite us one day, but I'm not worried about it. 6 people watching. Gang's all here. 4 likes. 7 people watching. 4 likes. There's Zach Ball. Hey, buddy, how's it going with you? He's a Milo lover. I think I'm going to go over here and get me a cough drop. I think I'm going to take my allergy medicine so I can clear my throat. Start talking. 8 people watching now. Everybody's getting the notifications now. Everybody's saying, hey, ECP's on Chit Chat Live. 5 likes. Y'all mash that like button for me. We get 8-10 likes right now if you hit it. I'm good, just working. Hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling fine. My allergies are bothering me a little bit. Need to go get me a cough drop and take my allergy medicine. Take some Flonase and some Zyrtec. But we're just chilling. We're chilling. We've been talking about different ways you can eat honey. I had some honey butter today, drizzled on croissants for dinner with rotisserie chicken, broccoli casserole, and a garden salad. It was delicious. It's what my partner at work says all the time. When something's really good, he says, that was delicious. I tease with him all the time. I said, you crack me up how you say that. He's always saying that. It's great in tea. Oh, yeah. I have it in my coffee. I drink it in my coffee. My wife drinks it in tea because my wife doesn't drink coffee. She's a tea drinker. Bruce's Bees! Holy cow! There's one of my bee brothers. I was on his live stream today. Him with Greg and Brian. How have you been, my friend? Now, guys, Bruce's Bees is one of the biggest bee channels on YouTube. If you want to check out a real bee channel, go check out Bruce's Bees. There's your shout out, Bruce. I'm going to sneak down there one day, and I'm going to meet Randy, which is Dirt Rooster, and Mike Berry, and Jeff, and Bruce. I'm going to probably make a tour. I told my wife, I said, I'm going to take a vacation one week and just travel all over Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, and meet all those YouTube guys down south. Maybe you can see Cayman Reynolds on the drive through down. I'm going to bring my bee jacket and let do some work for him too. Give him free labor. Give him some free labor. Bruce probably wouldn't mind free labor. What do you think, Bruce? Can you handle some free workers? Or a free worker? No, you're the biggest one of the 3. You're the icon, my friend. I'm going to disagree with you. I couldn't believe that Brian's been doing it 6 years. That surprised me because I know he lost all his hives last year, and I'm surprised he's been beekeeping for 6 years. That surprised me. And then Greg is out there. And he's in a. I see you more like a commercial beekeeper, and I see Greg as more like an educator, a hobby farm. He's doing the whole farming experience, and then I think Brian is more of the average hobby beekeeper. But you're definitely, in my opinion, video wise and hives and using putting hives out there for pollination, you're at the different level than the rest of us. I think you're right up there with Dirt Rooster and the California Beekeeper. You're an icon, my friend. You're my idol. You didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. I love watching your videos. I love watching Mike Berry's videos, Dirt Rooster's videos, Jeff's videos. Those are my favorite. Sure, come on down, pulling honey, July 1st and 2nd. I'd love to come down. We'll see how tough you are. Laugh out loud. Well, I've got 16 hives, and I don't know how tough I am, but I can tell you this. I've never been scared of a hard day's work. You might wear me out, though, but I'll give you everything I got in the gas tank. But that heat down there is the part. I think I'm not going to pull I did my spring pull with my autumn olive here. You can see this real light honey. This honey's fantastic. It is top shelf. It is. I don't know if you know about autumn olive, or they even have it down south, but this is what everybody craves. And typically, we don't get very much autumn olive because we get it blooms very, very early spring, and it usually gets frostbit. And this year, it did not for the first time in 3 years, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So I put 15 gallons of that up. Well, no, it's not much, but only had like out of my 16 hives, only like 5 or 6 production hives for the spring. The others built up enough to about 8 for the summer. So I got my summer pool, but right now we still got clover blooming. We got what we call knotweed blooming, which is an excellent honey also. And then we have sourwood up here too. So I've probably got 2 more weeks of bloom, so I'll probably pull right after 4th of July. I'll probably take time off work, and I'll be pulling. I would bet you the early in the week after 4th of July. So me and the wife, I don't know how many gallons we'll get, 15, 30, I don't know. I put wet supers back on after the spring so they could build right back up right away. I looked at them. They look like they're filling them back up, recapping them. I want to make sure they're recapped. But we pulled a couple hives had honey that we didn't pull that had spring honey. One of them has 4 supers on it and never got touched because we just ran out of time on the weekend. So I've got to take some work time off my job. There's just too much work to do on a weekend to get it all done and cleaned back up and everything. And I think me and my wife were the only 2 doing it. So we kind of ran out of gas, to say the least. But we tried to pull on Friday, pulled some more Saturday morning, started extracting Saturday and Sunday and bottling Sunday day and evening, and tried to clean up. And we're still bottling some on Monday and cleaning up on Monday. And I think my wife still, I think for a couple of days after that, we were still putting stuff up. It sounds like you ship a lot. Any suggestions for affordable shipping? About 35 pounds, 25 in glass bottles. Honey, most which is glass. Well, I'll tell you what I use for all my shipping is I use Pirate Ship. And it is by far and away the most affordable shipping for me. Now, I'm not sure about those bigger, heavier weights, but I send 4 and 5 and 6 bottles out to people. Medium, like a medium flat rate box. It'll hold 4 to 6 of my 12-ounce bears, these bigger bears. It's like $16.10 at the post office. I get it shipped for $14. So you get about 15-20% price break by using Pirate Ship. You can print your labels. I have a scale. I weigh everything. I package stuff up even in bubble wrap or in bubble bags, Tyvek, or boxes, and it gives you the option of how you want to ship it too. So just check out Pirate Ship. They have probably the lowest rates of anybody I've seen, and you can print labels just right off your phone, your laptop, your iPad. I really like it. Then a lot of the big YouTubers use Pirate Ship. So I check that out, Bruce. I don't know about the bigger, heavier boxes, but check and see what that might work for it. If that doesn't, I know my daughter, she works for Worldwide Express and they're a UPS shipper for stuff. I'll see what she tells me, but typically the lowest prices I've seen has been with Pirate Ship. See what you think. Yeah, I used ShipStation before, and I wasn't happy with them. I've been very, very happy with Pirate Ship. And the nice thing with Pirate Ship is it remembers your customers. So once somebody orders from me, they're immediately in my system. I start typing their name in. They pop back up. You give them the package size, what type of package, how much it weighs, and then you pick. It gives you the best rates. First class, third class, priority mail, the whole 9 yards. So, but yeah, check out Pirate Ship. But I order a lot of the priority mail boxes. I got regular boxes. I've got a lot of the Tyvek bags in 6x9, 8.5x11. There's also a priority mail large flat rate envelope that you can ship stuff into and wrap everything up in bubble wrap. It's about $10. The medium flat rate box, like I said, is about $14. That's when people usually order four or more bottles. They usually use the medium flat rate. Hope that helps, Bruce. Kind of sounded long-winded, but we can touch base. You send me an email. I'll put my email in here. If you send me an email, we can trade cell phone numbers, and I can be glad to share, how I ship things. I ship a lot more than honey, though, of course. I do coin auctions. I insure stuff, so I do a lot of shipping. And my wife does candles that are real heavy also. So I'll give you that. But send me an email, and I'll go ahead. There's my email address. ctabmchadwick@aol.com, and we can trade cell phone numbers or whatever. I've got Dirt Roosters, Mike's, Caymans, most of those guys, I've got their cell phone numbers. Try not to abuse it. And I know I'm working like you are and everybody else is, so usually text to the evening or something, I know Dirt Rooster works for himself. He's a little bit easier to talk to during the day, and I can talk when I'm driving on the road, but most people just send a text and say, hey, got a chance, can you talk, or whatever too. But yeah, we can figure it out. But listen, you're the real deal down there. How many hives have you got now, Bruce? How many hives have you got? I'd say you got a bunch of them. So you were shipping some of them out to the almond fields, weren't you? Was it last year or this year? I got a buddy just came back from California. He said, man, the honeybee hives were everywhere. He was down there around San Francisco, and he couldn't believe in wine country and stuff, and he couldn't believe how much there was. I may do that moving forward. May go, let's see what's saying. 150, that's a lot. You got 10 times what I've got. So may go ahead with UPS. Yep, UPS might work well this time. Just want to make sure it gets there safely. Typically use flat rate. These large glass music balls don't fit well into the refrigerator. Yeah, that, you know what? That's the big problem is I think a lot of that stuff has to go, especially glass and that big a liquid. 48 to almonds this year. Going to try 80 next year. Cool. Yeah, I haven't done glass yet. I've got glass pints I made with honeycomb in it. Comb honey. I've got a bunch more comb honey to put in jars next go around, but I haven't been shipping glass. I'm gonna play with shipping glass probably this week. I got some of the big 1 pound skep jars, and I've got the pint jars, and I've got the new labeling you see there for my new labels I got. Mike Berry hooked me up with his label maker. I liked his label, and we designed that. If I can keep them alive, you'll keep them alive. I had 9 hives going into the winter, 8 at the farm, 1 I kept at the house. And you'll think this is funny. The 8 at the farm all made it through the winter. The 1 at the house I lost, and guess why? Because I didn't treat the 1 at the house. I didn't mess with it. It was like out of sight, out of mind. It was over the hill. I live in a subdivision on a back lot that I own 4 lots up here. And I put it back here. Never treated them with OA in December and January like I normally do. Never gave them any feed or anything. Went down there and checked on them in like late February, see if they needed any feed, and I had a dead out. And it was like my own neglect was why I lost 1 of my hives. Otherwise, I'd have been 9 for 9. But I'm usually pretty good about staying on top of them. But I did not here recently when that winter came. You'll keep them alive. You know what you're doing. Watch too many of your videos. I've got some videos, but they're not nearly the level of your guys. Your all's videos are top notch. I can't get my wife to hardly film for me or anything. I need to start setting up some tripods and do some things so that I can film better versus just my phone in my hand. Zach Ball, can I ask how many chickens do you have? I have about 18 chickens. UPS store, private business, packs the packages for you. Oh, cool. They guarantee it will arrive safely, but pricey. 35 pounds will be probably well over. Wow, that is pricey. That is pricey. But you know, you're paying for a service, like you said. I used to ship chicken eggs. I've always raised my own beef cattle. Don't have any cows on the farm right now. We sold out last fall. Raised my own beef cattle, I raised sheep, ducks, chickens, bees. Basically, you know, like a hobby farm, I guess, gentleman's farm. Did more cattle for everything. Probably did cattle the last 15, 16 years. Bees the last 3 years. Chickens forever since I was a young kid, and I'm 56 now. But I used to ship chicken eggs for hatching, and I got them there without them breaking. So I felt like, you know, I might be able to pack just like I used to pack my chicken eggs in an inordinate amount of bubble wrap and use a medium flat rate box. And I think I can probably, glass jars would hold up better than chicken eggs. It's hard to stay ahead of the hives. I have lost a lot over the years due to neglect. That's where I've lost them. Last year lost a bunch, maybe this year better. You know what? My most valuable thing I think you have as a beekeeper, or most valuable resource, is your time. And I have to say that when my bees do really well, I'm really staying on top of them and checking on them and stuff, and give them a little boost if they need it, equalizing, give them a little bit of feed, you know, seeing if they need to be treated, the whole 9 yards. I think that's the whole key. I had to requeen a few of mine. That one was a swarm cell split that the queen didn't make it back. Another one was a hive that swarmed on me, left them some cells, and the queen didn't make it back. And, well, 2 of them were that way. So I had 3 of them. So 3 of them I had to give them, I decided instead of giving them eggs in a frame, or a swarm cell or a queen cell, I just ordered some bees from Blackwater Bees in Georgia. And the guy sold them to me for $39, Carnolians, free shipping. And I put those in. I've ordered from him before. It's Al Brown at Blackwater Bees, and he was a pretty good guy. Now, I know you guys were talking to Jose, they're the California beekeeper, and I saw one of his videos. He's getting his breeder queen, big money queen, $1,200-$1,300 from Strachan Apiaries, which is the people that have the New World Carnolians that work with Ohio State, Washington State, University of California, Davis. And those, I'm a big proponent, and a lot of people in my area are too, about these New World Carnolians that Strachan Apiaries sells. And Jose obviously has got that bloodline too. and has went and bought one of their big expensive breeder queens from Strachan. He made a video on it. But I get all my, when I do my splits in the spring, Bruce, I order all my queens from Strachan apiaries ahead of time. I have to place it almost a year in advance for like the first or second week they have queens, and I do my splits. And I got one buddy up here. He orders like 150 queens. My biggest concern with shipping is the cork with the wax. Oh yeah, seal on the muth jars. We'll get it figured out though. Going to sign off now. Hit the sack 5:30. Comes early. Interesting information. No worries, my friend. I haven't done the cork and the wax. I do these. I order these from Better Bee, and then I do the cap, and then there's a seal underneath the cap, and then I take packaging tape and I put it across it, seal it around the ears and the back, and then I put it in a Ziploc bag, a freezer-sized Ziploc bag, and then I wrap it in bubble wrap and ship it that way. And I've, knock on wood, I've yet to have one open up or break or have any problems. But that's how I ship it so far, and it's for 2 years it's been successful. But they're a little pricey. These bottles, I think I end up with about, I got 27 cents in the labeling. And there's not a label on the back of that one, neither. I got back labels too with the ounces stuff, and I got the warning labels on the bottom. So there's actually three labels that go on these. There's 3 labels. But hey, I know 5:30 comes early. Thanks for talking and chatting with me and coming into stream, guys. Y'all check out Bruce's Bees if you haven't had a chance yet. He's phenomenal. Great guy. I need to make him a moderator. Let's do that. So I'll know him. You're a moderator now, Bruce, if you're still there. How long do the chicken eggs last? Oh, a good 3 weeks when they're refrigerated. You know what you can do with a chicken egg sack is put them in some water if you want to see if they're good, and if they float, they're no good, throw them away, but they still sink. As they start to go bad, they'll start standing up on their end, but once they float, you need to throw them away. I've been impressed with Jose's queens so far. Young quality queens are key. Yep, like Heyman says, great queens, dead mites, and proper nutrition. Be sure to enter the hive. Yeah, I entered it last week. I need to do that again. Thanks, Bruce. And yeah, but remember, Jose's getting his queens from Strachan apiaries, his breeder queens. Check them out too. Not saying nothing bad about Jose. He's a great guy, but check out Strachan apiaries when you get a chance, Bruce. Look up their website and their history, and it tells you a lot about those queens too, my friend. They are some real deal, but you wouldn't believe how many people in my area up here that the state inspector, the whole 9 yards, that order their queens from Strachan apiaries, and people swear by them. And I think it sounds like so does Jose, and he's got that same line too. But obviously that's where he's getting one of his breeder queens at. I think they're like $1,200-$1,300 for one queen bee. It's crazy. But yeah, check it out. Check Strachan apiaries out. It's in his backyard's my understanding. He did a nice video on that too. You can look up when he goes and gets his breeder queen from Strachan. But hey, have a good night, my friend. We still got Blockchain on here. We still got Zach Ball. They're all saying good night to Bruce. Good to see a bee brother in here, isn't it? It's kind of neat. It's the first time I've got to talk to him. Hopefully I'll get to talk to him live here. I saw him at the Hive Life conference last year with Cayman. That was neat. You get to see all these guys. They do a big conference at Seaverville, Pigeon Forge, the first week of January, and it's a blast. I may have to do some lives or do some of those while I'm down there. But guys, any other questions tonight before we've been on 35 minutes before we call tonight?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Mrs. ECP's coming up. She's getting ready to hit the hay. She's saying hi. Here comes little ECP. What time is it?
Right.
11? 11 Eastern. 6 likes. 6 people still watching. Well, guys, I know Blockchain's on here. I know Zach's on here. Bruce signed off, I believe. I'm sure there's a few other people. Anybody want to speak up in there? Any questions? Yes, no, maybe? 7 people. Somebody jumped back on. You need to order some honey. We still got some spring honey, the autumn olive honey. It's fantabulous to say the least, isn't it, Mrs. ECP? Some good stuff. But we'll be on tomorrow night with our auction at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check it out. We got some great coins for tomorrow night. Some great commemorative sets too. So, hey, you guys, thanks for watching. I got to take the little Milo out here to potty. Look at this. You guys see the star. He's sitting over here. Let's go see Milo before we sign off. Milo, everybody likes to see you. You don't even have your collar on. Look at that. Don't be camera shy. Sit down. What are you doing? I know what he's got to do. I think I'm getting a lag there. Well, you got to go potty. All right, guys, I'm going to go let Milo out. Y'all say goodnight to Milo. ECP and Milo, Mrs. ECP and little ECP saying, thanks for chit-chatting. You all take care. Have a great night. ECP's over and out.